Welcome to another video here on Stutteringfreediary. My name is Manolis, and on this channel, as usual, we talk about overcoming stuttering ideas, and I also share my story on how I was able to overcome stuttering. And as I say, if I was able to do it, so can you. In today's video, we're gonna talk about two essential parts of reaching a goal. The first part is to let each phase run its course. But why do I say that in the first place? As I mentioned in the previous video, where this man stood next to me very uncomfortably, in a very uncomfortable way for the next 10-15 minutes, pointing out every little mistake that I did in terms of stuttering. He pointed that out. It was very unbearable. So sometimes, why do we reject the help? Why do we turn down people? Why do we even get angry at them when the only thing that they care about, maybe not in the best way possible, is to help us, to give us some tips regarding stuttering? It's because we are not there yet. As I felt it back then, going through the phase of suffering, the most effective way to deal with it is just to say, I'm helpless. There is no way out. It sounds counterintuitive, but at this stage, literally, there is nothing you can do. Only on a consciousness level, you just have to feel it and unlock the next phase in order for you to move forwards. So at that time, every time I heard or I listened to someone who talked about overcoming stuttering, I got angry. I was so annoyed. However, when I reached the point that I wanted consciously to move forward, and I joined the self-help stuttering group in Germany, I was more willing, I was more open to listening tips and also to getting help from people that were there to help me. So that's the first essential part of reaching a goal, is that to let each phase run its course. Whenever you are ready, you are ready. All the rest of the time, you just want to be left alone. That's at least how I used to feel back when I went through it in a very intense way. The second part of reaching a goal, especially when it comes to dealing with your stuttering, focusing on overcoming it, is to don't lose sight of your goal. Because at that time, I remember, even though I joined this self-help group for about 6 or 8 months, I remember it was very, very, very helpful. But I also got a very valuable lesson that many people act in a different way than the things they say orally. So I began noticing that even though the self-help group members, around 20 members back then, they were all meeting for one main goal, for one purpose, in order to find ways to, on the one hand, feel better, and on the other hand, to overcome it. Their actions showed otherwise. So as I was saying, all the members just met on a regular basis just to validate their beliefs. So on an essential level, they didn't really want to expand on a consciousness level. They just wanted to feel safe. And that's a valid thing to do if you are up for something like this. But in my case, I wasn't up for that. I didn't lose sight of my original goal, which was to overcome stuttering. So after 6 or 8 months, I said, thank you very much. It was all you guys, all the team's support was incredible. But for now, it's time for me to move on. So that these are the two essential parts of reaching a goal. At least what this video is concerned. The first part is just let each phase run its course. Whenever you are ready, you're ready. You're gonna feel it and you're gonna act accordingly. And the second part is don't lose sight of your goal. Maybe when you just starting to feel comfortable, when you see that the potential, the actions of the rest of the members, the rest of the team are not in accordance with what you are wishing for you on a psychological and on a consciousness level, then it's time for you to move on. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps, and stay tuned for the next one.